I'm just like everybody else, only different. The 6-year-old boy who said this at his first support group meeting has, like many others, Asperger's syndrome. I'm going to explain what Asperger's syndrome is, common characteristics of it, and how it is diagnosed and treated. I'm going to offer my own thoughts and experiences throughout. As someone with Asperger's myself, I know firsthand what it's like to live with it and deal with the challenges. Asperger's syndrome, or AS as I'm going to refer to it from here on out, is a developmental disorder on the autism spectrum that is often described as the mildest form of autism. Although people with Asperger's, known as Aspies, have many of the social and sensory issues of those with more severe forms of autism, they have average to above average IQs and well-developed vocabularies. AS is a spectrum disorder, so those diagnosed with it have a broad range of conditions, with similar characteristics varying in intensity and unique challenges, strengths, and differences. I literally just said the same thing. It's on the high-functioning end of the spectrum, which means that the person with the developmental disorder is able to operate at a normal level and conceal their dysfunctional behavior. Usually, it isn't apparent to most people when someone has Asperger's, although there are signs you can look for. Aspies are a lot more sensitive to touch, taste, sound, and smell, though it's not as intense as it is for more severe forms of autism. Typical social impairments and communication issues are trouble making eye contact, social anxiety and awkwardness, difficulty making friends, not understanding subtle communication like body language, and not knowing how to interact, especially with people the same age. Aspies are known to have problems with interrupting people, bluntness, and having no filter. They are extremely literal and think in black and white, so they have trouble understanding and detecting humor, especially sarcasm. Stereotypically, they have trouble empathizing with others and sharing their feelings. Probably the crux of AS is the repetitive behavior. Aspies make odd or repetitive movements. They tend to have narrow, sometimes obsessive interests. An example is having a fixation with a hobby and talking about nothing else. Aspies are very detail conscious and perfectionistic, so multitasking doesn't come naturally. It's easy for them to focus in on the most minute details. One of the things I did when I was little was I obsessively cleaned my room and freaked out when other kids came over and messed it up. Aspies love structure and control, so they aren't very flexible. They find familiar rituals that they stick to, comforting, and are reluctant to change. One Christmas, my parents surprised us by telling my siblings and me that we were opening presents 2 days early. While my brother and sister cheered, I burst into tears because I wanted to open presents on Christmas. That's how much I like structure and hate things I don't anticipate or plan for. In addition to these characteristics of AS, there are some definite drawbacks. Because of some behaviors like poor eye contact, odd mannerism and movements, and blurting out, Aspies can unintentionally and unknowingly come off as rude. One of the strange behaviors associated with AS, usually with boys, is lack of personal hygiene. One person that I've talked to who has an Aspie son, who's in college, has a hired service come check on him to make sure he's cleaning his dorm, bathing, doing his homework, and going to class. Aspies struggle with feelings of unexplainable alienation and isolation and can be targeted by bullying. One survey showed that 2/3 of adults with Asperger's reported suicidal thoughts, 35% reported plans or attempts at suicide, and 31% reported depression. Compared with the general population, adults with Asperger's syndrome are nearly 10 times more likely to report suicidal thoughts. Fortunately, AS isn't without its perks. Some of the most brilliant minds have or had Asperger's. Modern examples are Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, and it was very likely that Isaac Newton and Albert Einstein had it. Aspies have average to above average IQs, well-developed vocabularies, and excellent memorization skills. I rarely study for tests and quizzes because I have partially photographic memory. High attention to detail can produce excellent results in a job well done. Even though Aspies have trouble conveying emotion, most have kind, honest hearts and are very empathetic. Aspies have special skill sets and offer unique perspectives. These behaviors characteristic of AS can be identified and treated. It's relatively rare, but it's becoming more common. There are fewer than 200,000 cases a year right now, but it is estimated that as many as 1 in 88 children by age 8 will have an autism spectrum disorder. Signs can be detected in a child as young as 4, but it can be hard to pinpoint what's causing the behavior. It's not until later when the child is in school, especially around puberty, that it becomes more evident. At least 6 out of 12 criteria must be met for someone to be considered as having an autism spectrum disorder. Sometimes people can be misdiagnosed to have Asperger's. They can appear to have ADHD or OCD because of similar parameters. Brain balance and neurofeedback are two centers that take a non-medical or non-drug approach to treating disorders, conditions, and disabilities. Brain balance tested and diagnosed me with AS. I read so fast for one test, the fastest of anyone they'd ever tested, that the machine couldn't register my reading speed. My overall results showed that my anxiety levels were the highest I'd ever seen, and they work with veterans who have PTSD. They said they didn't know how I was even functioning. Brain balance offers treatment, but I went to neurofeedback for care. Neurofeedback is a type of biofeedback that uses real-time displays of brain activity to teach self-regulation and brain functioning. While there are treatment options, it's important to understand that AS is not something that needs to be cured. It's a neurological difference, not a mental illness, disability, or least of all, disease. Parrish S. Knight said, "Autism is not something I have. It's integral to who I am. Eliminate the autism and you eliminate me. When you say you want to cure, you're saying I should be put to death. Think about it." Nonetheless, there is hope to turn negative AS traits into positive ones. Traits are not fixed or static. With education and support, people's brains, behaviors, and skills can change over time. Judgments about people's abilities are subjective. What seems like a challenge in one environment can be an asset in another context. During neurofeedback treatments, my anxiety was brought down tremendously, and a lot of my previous symptoms have either decreased or gone away. To summarize, I explained what Asperger's syndrome is, common characteristics of it, how it is diagnosed, and briefly discussed treatment methods. I also shared some of my own thoughts and experiences. I can promise that you're more alike than you think to people with Asperger's, or people with any condition or disorder for that matter. Everyone has struggles and challenges that they face daily. Remember that Aspies want to be treated the same that you would treat anyone else. My condition doesn't define or control me. I have, can, and will transform my mind. Like Mr. Evans was talking about, I'm not a statistic. I beat the odds. That's why I can stand here and talk in front of a group of people with only slight anxiety, meet your eyes, and confidently say, I'm proud to have Asperger's, and I wouldn't want